How's it going, guys? Brian Mogg with Performance Golf, and today I want to talk to you about the basic fundamentals of the golf swing. Whether you're a low handicapper or a high handicapper, the fundamentals are the most important part of the swing. If those get off, everything else gets off. You can run into swing flaws. So that's what we're going to cover today, is the basic fundamentals. Let's get into it. We're going to start with the grip. When we're building a grip, one of the most important things is to start with it in your fingers, okay? So you can see I'm placing this club in my fingers in my left hand, and then I'm gonna wrap my hand across. Now, if you look at this V between my thumb and my pointer finger, it's pointed at my right shoulder. That is a neutral to slightly strong grip, which I prefer. The right hand, we're gonna place it on top. We're gonna look at the V on the right hand, and we're gonna get this matching at the right shoulder as well. So once again, fingers, wrap it over, point this V at the right shoulder, right hand, V at the right shoulder as well. And the easiest way to grip it correctly, we got the straight stick, which is a training aid that helps you build the perfect grip. It's got a molded grip. I just put my left hand on, right hand on, and boom, now I'm gripping it in the perfect spot. Very easy to repeat and stay consistent with your grip. The second thing I want to talk about is setup, okay? How far do we stand from the ball? How close? A lot of people don't know where to stand. So if you take a look at my arms, in an ideal world with an iron, we want our arms to hang directly over the tip of our toes. If our arms are hanging too close to our body, what's going to tend to happen? Our arms are going to lift too vertical in the backswing. If we're standing too far from the golf ball, our arms are going to tend to work too far behind us. So that's why it's very important, guys, to stand the correct distance. So arms hanging over the tip of our toes. So build the correct setup, got the good grip, arms hanging over the toes. Now I'm going to hit one. And it's pretty easy when you set up correctly, but I'm going to demonstrate what happens when you set up incorrectly. So if we stand too far from the golf ball, our arms are going to tend to get sucked behind us, and it's going to cause a tendency to hit blocks or hooks because our arms are not working on plane and in front of us. If we stand too close, our arms are going to shoot outside, which is going to cause a tendency to hit holes or hit slices. So guys, once again, really important with your irons, arms hang over the tip of our toes. And then if we're hitting a driver, we want our arms to be hanging over the tip of our toes and then 1 inch out, okay? Irons, arms over the toes, driver, arms 1 inch out, boom, you're in the correct setup position. Now that we've covered the grip and the correct distance to stand from the golf ball, we need to talk about ball position, okay? Ball position is very important. And with driver, if the ball position gets too far forwards, our club path's gonna get too far to the left. If it gets too far back, we're gonna tend to hit too down and swing too far to the right. So we need to have the correct ball position. What I like to see is just inside this left heel, okay? So I'm gonna hit one right here. Ball position good, just inside the left heel. Really important that we get this ball position just on the inside of the left heel with driver. Now that we've covered driver ball position, let's talk about 6-iron. I like the 6-iron to be played not quite in the middle. That's a little bit too far back. I'd like it 1 inch up of the middle of your stance. So we got the correct ball position. Let's hit one here. Pretty good, caught it a little bit thin, but that's the correct ball position we want on a 6-iron. Now let's go to pitching wedge. So on a pitching wedge, a lot of people think you want to play the ball position further back because it's a wedge, but you don't want it further back than the middle of our stance, or else we're going to have too steep of an angle of attack. It's going to launch too low. So I want right in the middle on a pitching wedge. Build the correct ball position. Now I'm going to hit one. And that came out pretty good. So just to recap, ball position with driver off the inside of your left foot, 6-iron, a touch up of middle, pitching wedge, and all your wedges right in the middle of your stance. The final piece to the basic fundamentals of the golf swing is impact, okay? So a bad impact would be where my shoulders are square and my hips are square and my arms are right in front of me with no forward shaft length. Now, a good impact is our shoulders are open, our hips are open, and my right elbow is tucked in close to my body. So here's gonna be a good drill that's gonna help you learn the correct impact. We're gonna take our setup, we're gonna open our shoulders a touch, open our hips, get this right elbow soft and bent and tucked into my right side. And then from here, I'm going to rotate and fling this golf ball down the range. And you wanna hit the shot with your rotation. Now, a bad impact, if we do this drill incorrectly, I'm square, my chest is square to the target, my hips are square, and then we rotate through. You can't get as much speed, you can't get as much compression when we do it this way, okay? So after we get into this impact feel, then we're gonna hit a shot and try to recreate that same feel. So one drill, boom, to impact, then we're gonna hit one, and we're gonna flush it right down the middle. Okay guys, just to recap, we talked about building the correct grip, standing the correct distance from the golf ball, and having the correct ball position, as well as building a good impact. If you can work on these keys, you're gonna see a huge improvement in your golf game. And if you wanna stay consistent year after year, going over these time and time again are gonna help you do that. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below. If you wanna see us do other videos talking about different topics, comment them below. Thanks for watching, guys.